Hello friends, welcome back to Crafting It with Nicole, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. For today's video, my friends, I'm going to be sharing with you some amazing hacks that you can do with Dollar Tree's calendars Christmas edition. Now let's jump right into it. Okay friends, so to begin, you're going to need a Dollar Tree calendar. Now this one, you can choose whichever you want. Dollar Tree does carry so many different calendars, and you can always check the design that each calendar has right in the back of the calendar. Now I decided to go with this one that it says joy, and it's such a beautiful page. So I had a wood piece on hand, and that's what I'm going to be using for this project. I'm going to be putting some Mod Podge all around the wood piece. I then go ahead and place the paper on top of it. And very gently, I try to smooth all the bubbles out as much as I can. Next, you're going to need some garland ties. You can get these at Dollar Tree, but I got mine at Dollar General for $1. And I'm going to be placing one of them on top and on the bottom. Just gives it more texture and dimension to this home decor piece, and I really like how it looks all together. I wanted to add some details to this sign, so I grabbed my black paint marker. You can get these literally anywhere, but I got mine from Dollar General, and just making some little details here and there around this sign. But of course, you can skip this step if you wanted to. Next, I'll be adding some white paint to the poinsettias. I'll be using this dotting tool that I got from Amazon, and I can have it linked down for you guys. So after I did that, I wasn't so happy about the black on the poinsettia, so I just painted over with some red paint and it was all fixed. Next, I'm adding some red berries that I got from Dollar Tree. Next, you're going to need some jute twine, and I'm going to be making 3 little bows to add to each of the mason jars on this sign and just giving it that 3D effect. After the bows are glued on, I'm going to be adding some jute twine to the back of this sign, and that'll be it for this sign, my friends. Alrighty friends, so moving on to the next project, you're going to need another page from the calendar. I decided to go with this one that is like a farmhouse barn, and I know it's not very Christmassy, but we are going to turn it into one. So now I'm going to be cutting off the barn and the windmill from this page. After they are cut and ready to go, we're going to be moving on to the next step. We're going to be using a piece of cardboard, covering that cardboard with some wood pattern paper. Now you can choose whichever paper you want for the backing. I just really like this rustic looking one. So I'm going to be gluing the barn on top of the paper as well as the windmill. Next, you're going to need a wreath to place on top of that barn. I got this wreath. I believe it was 2 ornaments, 2 for $1 at Dollar General, but I do believe Dollar Tree does carry something similar to this. And if you can find any, you can always use a garland tie and put it in the shape of a circle, and that will work as well. I wanted to add something to this wreath so it's just not so plain, and I just went with some white florals that I got from Dollar Tree, and then I grabbed my baker's twine, made it into a bow, and placed it right on top of that wreath. I wanted to add some red berries to this wreath, but I didn't have any on hand, so I just decided to paint it on the wreath. But if you do have red berries, it will look so beautiful, that pop of red. Next, you're going to need these galvanized words. Dollar Tree carries them in a pack of 3. I decided to go with this one that says the word peace, and I love so much how it all comes out together. I'm going to be placing some snowflakes around the sign, adding a jute twine bow to the back, and then covering it with some craft cardstock paper on the backing so we can cover that cardboard. And that's going to be it for this sign, my friends. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think so far? Okay friends, so you're going to need another page from the calendar. Guys, I really love this one. The joy word in the middle of the wreath. I just had the perfect idea on what to do with this page. So I am cutting the bottom so it can be straight, and I'm gluing this page on top of that cardboard piece that comes with every calendar. Gluing it in place, and then I'm going to be adding some greenery that I got from Dollar Tree and just adding it all around the wreath. Also, friends, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to stick around. I love to share my ideas and tips on budget-friendly home decor and DIYs. And if you already do, welcome back, my friend. Okay, so now that the wreath is complete, we're going to be adding some florals to add some color and texture to this wreath. Next, you're going to need some ribbon to make a bow on top of that wreath. And I decided to go with this one. I thought it was so cute and fun. I got this ribbon from Dollar General, and I'm going to be using my hack that I like to do when making bows is making them into a big loop, a medium loop, depending how big you want the bow to be. Then after I make them into loops, I tie them with clear rubber bands from Dollar Tree. And that's how I make my bows. Super quick and easy, and it makes my life so much easier, and it comes out every single time. So if you haven't tried this hack, I highly recommend that you do. So after making the bow, I glue it right in the center of the wreath and then just adding some white berries. Next, I had this ribbon that says Merry Christmas, so I just cut a little piece of it and glue it right in the bottom of this sign, and I thought it was so pretty. Adding some thumbtacks, one in each side. I didn't cut the little stick thing, which you could do. Just glue the thumbtack in place, and then I'm going to be bending that little metal piece on the back because I'll be covering it anyways. I'll be adding some jute twine to the back of this sign and covering it up with some craft paper. And that's going to be it for this sign, my friends. Okay, so moving on to the next project, I grabbed this Let's Get Cozy page, and I thought it was so pretty to make a cute little sign out of it. So I just cut it out, cut one of the leaves out of the page as well to glue it in that small square. Using my glue stick to glue it in place. Next, you're going to need a piece of cardboard for the backing of this sign. So I grabbed this piece of cardboard, cut it to size, and then I'm going to be gluing that page onto the cardboard piece. Adding some snowflakes to the sign, and friends, you can always keep this sign for after Christmas and keep it around for your winter decor if that's something that you wanted to do. But since I'm going to be using it just for my Christmas decor, I decided to paint the popsicle sticks in red. So I'm going to be using 4 popsicle sticks, and I'm going to be painting it in the bright red paint from Apple Barrel, giving it a good coat to each popsicle stick. Once they're dry, I'm going to be gluing them to the sign, and I'm going to be using the popsicle sticks in place of a frame. After that's complete, I'm going to be adding a garland tie on top of the sign. I just love that pop of green. Adding some half snowflakes to the bottom just to add some different textures and decor. Then you're going to need some jute twine and make it into a bow and glue it right in the center of the sign. Next, I dry brush a little bit of white paint onto that red border to give it some dimension, and I love how this turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'll see you back here real soon. Bye guys!